I wanted to do a quick video. I'm reading online about preventing mass violence. As someone who's been targeted and reading people's comments and they've been targeted, there seems to be something connected with this targeting where the V2K, the voice to skull, which isn't really hitting our skulls, it's out loud. They always encourage violence, but there's also something about it, not just encouraging violence, but trying to encourage us not to talk to people about what's happening. And I think that is the biggest thing that I've noticed about this. I've been dealing with this, the extremeness of this since 2019, but it started in 2016. There's something about this that isolates us as targets and tells us not to call the police because we won't be believed. People will think that we're going crazy. And I've experienced that also. But that is what this was supposed to do. It was supposed to stop us from talking to people, telling what's happening to us, but also not confront the fact that this voice to skull, the people talking, are encouraging us to do violent things. So what I want to do in this quick video is tell you guys how we can prevent that. The first thing is tell someone this is happening. There are so many of us being targeted at this point that people will believe you. The other thing is if you hear them talking to you about committing a violent act or you hear them talking amongst themselves, because a lot of us are getting people, it's like a party line. They're talking to each other. I'm like, how could this happen? If you hear them mentioning violence that they've committed against anyone, please call the police. They'll at least be able to know that you've heard it. I've done it. They don't treat me like I'm crazy, which is good. And I think by now, since this is happening to a lot of other people, I don't think they'll treat you like you're crazy. The other thing is if someone tells you that they want to commit an act of violence, please report it. So if you hear it on the V2K, if you, by some chance, have somebody in your comments that seems like they're going to say something that will be violent, report it. Just don't think that this is something that is all in your head. It isn't. So the other quick thing I wanted to talk about is just now they said, did I report someone? No, I didn't. But if I felt that someone was going to be violent, would I? Yes, I would. That's my point. This V2K is so annoying that it's not my thoughts. It was supposed to be mind reading. I would never have asked myself that. Like, that's my whole point. This is more like, they even said an interrogation. I wouldn't interrogate myself because that's what I'm saying. Something about this whole gang stalking thing is, not only is it about promoting violence, but it's a level of narcissism that I've never seen. I think if these people weren't hidden behind this technology, they wouldn't say these things. I think that's what is another big deal about this, that this technology allows these types of people to hide. And the more we expose and tell, the harder it is for them to hide. So going back to what I'm talking about, preventing mass violence, I'm going to link in the description the list of signs that will tell you if something is happening to someone and that person may be someone who would do something violent. A lot of the signs would look like someone who's targeted, isolating, you change your speech, you seem like you're going through something, a change in hygiene, a change in your personality. The difference is that most of us targeted people are so busy documenting things and we're videotaping ourselves and recording things that we're not the ones doing it. But if we could get to a point where we can look at similarities between what we're hearing and try to say it publicly when we hear it, maybe there will be a way for us, they just banged. Maybe there will be a way for us to stop the people who are talking to us from committing violent acts, not just against us, but against other targets. Thank you for watching.